Hey guys, welcome to another video in which I want to talk about 8 ways to deal with red flags when you notice them in your relationship, whether romantic or otherwise. Yes, because we've been talking about red flags because we know that you deserve to be happy in a relationship, and if a relationship is not bringing you happiness, it's not bringing you satisfaction, you got to look at how to deal with it, because you don't want to be in relationships that drain the energy out of you. You don't want to be in relationships that make you miserable. Yes, that's the word to use. And so if you find yourself in that kind of space where you are miserable in a relationship, whether romantic or otherwise, you may want to check out these tips that I want to quickly talk about. Okay, the first one is that you should acknowledge your need. Acknowledge that you've got needs in any relationship in which you are. You cannot get that need satisfied if you keep denying it. And so personally, you've got to get to the spot where you tell yourself, Iyabo Oyawale, I have this need in this particular relationship, and if it's not being met, how can I make it be met? And so that is the first thing. Acknowledge that you've got needs in any relationship in which you are. And the second one is that you should communicate your need. Yes, don't keep quiet about it, because sometimes people act in a certain way with you. People behave in a certain way with you because you do not know that their actions are hurting you. And so you got to come to the point where you sit down with a person and honestly talk about your needs and how you feel because of the way he or she is behaving. That's the second thing. And so acknowledge your need, communicate your need. And the third is that you should don't be too emotional when you are communicating, because being too emotional means you won't be able to come to a logical conclusion. You won't be able to make a communication that is honest, a communication that the other person can also contribute to. And so you got to be able to control your emotions when you are communicating. And the next one, which is the fourth one, is that you should seek professional help. If you realize that the challenge is too much, you can't help yourself, please seek professional help. And in House of Wisdom, we offer professional help for such cases because we have experience with such relationships. That explains why we talk a lot about them. And so you can see us, DM us, send a message to us. Our details are in the description below. And then the fifth point is that be honest with yourself. Yes, don't deny your feelings, don't deny your needs. Come to the point where you are honest. Honestly tell yourself, I need this, I need that, and if I'm not getting it, how do I get it? And so be honest with yourself. And then once you get to that point where you are honest, you can then set boundaries, because we are allowed to set boundaries as Christians. Don't allow anybody to bobo you or tell you, no, you shouldn't be expressive as a Christian. You got to be able to set boundaries. Even Bible teaches us that God set boundaries. God told them, don't steal. If you steal, this is what will happen. God told them, don't go here. If you do this, this is what will happen. God set boundaries. And so we also have to set boundaries in our relationships, because boundaries protect our peace. Boundaries enable us to function at optimal mental health, because our mental health is very, very important. And so set boundaries if you have to. And by boundaries, I mean know how far you can go with people, know where they cross the line. Yes. And so you tell them, look, no, you can't cross this certain line. Just stay where you are. And so those are boundaries. God sets boundaries, and we are also allowed to set boundaries. And also another way to deal with red flags is reconnect with friends and family. It doesn't matter for how long you've been disconnected. Get back to them. I tell you, you need support of people when you're dealing with red flags, because it ain't easy. It's not an easy path to tread. I can tell you from experience. And so you need all the help you can get. Surround yourself with people who understand what you're going through. Surround yourself with people who will encourage you, people who will support you as you fight against this tide. And then the last thing is know when to leave. Yes, you are not bound to be in any relationship that is draining you, that is bringing you down, demeaning you, making you feel guilty when you are not, making you doubt your sanity. No, you are not meant to be. And when it gets to the point where you've got to leave, tell yourself the truth and take that massive step. I tell you, you'll be glad you did. And so these are the ways that you can deal with toxicity in relationships, particularly when you notice red flags. Don't overlook them. Don't sleep over them. Your mental health is at stake. Your emotional health is at stake. Do the needful, and God bless you. If you've got questions, please type them in the comment box. And if this video blessed you, please like it, share it, and also subscribe to this channel.